Our breaking story is our big story today. Massive school walkouts here in Michigan and across the nation. These are pictures for you from Detroit and Novi, where students marched in a stunning show of solidarity. Chopper 7 flew over Warren and Auburn Hills, where kids also protested, demanding action on gun violence. Gun control! This massive march includes protests in front of the White House. Students in cities all over America are joining together to stand up for the victims of the Florida school shootings and to demand change. Good afternoon to you on this Wednesday from our downtown studio. We will be on top of this big story all day long for you. Thousands of students streaming out of their schools in a national walkout. It began at 10 o'clock this morning across every time zone, and it was scheduled to last 17 minutes, 1 minute for each victim gunned down on Valentine's Day at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. We have Team 7 coverage of the walkout for you today. Let's begin live at Cass Tech High School with 7 Action News reporter Simon Shakat. Simon.
Hi, Joanne. Just an incredible turnout from students here at Cass Tech High School. Take a look at this footage. Thousands of kids taking to the streets protesting against gun violence.
The message about the NRA is that we don't support them, and we want them to know that we don't support them, and we know that they are all for guns, and we just want them to know that we're not. And we want them to know that gun reform is coming, and we're going to bring it.
I'm hoping it sends a very strong message to lawmakers. This is a terrible thing that we're going through right now.
Second period of silence to honor the victims of the Parkland, Florida school shooting. Also, they read names of victims and chanted in the name of important change. During today's event, we talked to students and teachers who say now is the time to stand up for safety and hold lawmakers accountable. And right now, those students are continuing to discuss these important issues back inside their classrooms together with teachers. We're going to hear much more from those students coming up at 5 o'clock. For now, we'll send it over to Naya Harden, who is live in Novi. Hi, Naya.
Hey, Simon, you know, like you said, they are taking this very seriously, especially here at Novi High School. Hundreds of students, they gathered in the auditorium. They received one of these forms, something that they could use to write out and explain what type of change they want to see when it comes to gun reform. And they say that this is something they have to do.
My parents wanted me to stand up for what I believe in. They were going to support me if I went or not.
Today, you and I are fighting for our political power because our country is driven by the views of our elders.
As students, we are the voice of our country, and I believe that the chaos that is happening in this country, it can be preventable.
Someone decided to take the power of life and death into their own hands, brutally murdering them all.
We walked out of the classroom. All of a sudden,
gunshots, screams. I didn't know what to do. Regardless of any amount of training, nothing could have prepared me for this.
I just wanted to support them because I know their families went through a lot, and also their classmates went through a lot.
We need things to change, and the only way to spark that change is to make our demands loud and clear for our representatives.
They said there would be change after Columbine. They said there would be change after Virginia Tech, after Sandy Hook and Red Lake and Northern Illinois University.
It makes me feel proud. You know, one of the things that we talk about in schools is preparing students to be citizens. And one of the marks of a citizen is that they're active members of the community.
It doesn't take political power to be kind, but kindness can prevent tragedy.
We will be the voice of change. We will be the voice of peace. We will be the voice of tolerance, of acceptance, of love. We will be the ones that end the violence, the hatred, the war.
And that was just a piece of what happened today. They also received a list showing that they are able to reach all of their local politicians. This lets them know how they can do it. We're also told that Novi students here, they'll write a mass letter that they plan to send to their representatives. We're now going to toss it back over to Joanne. Naya Hardin,
Yeah, just
7 Action News.
A powerful morning, certainly in Novi, Naya, and really that's just a snapshot of what went on in Detroit and Novi, and this is happening all over. Thank you so much for sharing that with us today.